Before we start the video, I just wanted to go ahead and say, yes, the frog video is coming. It's coming a couple days later than Sunday. I know, we missed it last week, but it will be here. Just wait a couple more days. While you're waiting, enjoy another video from me in my corner. Welcome back to my corner. Get cozy. Today we're going to be talking about, you guessed it, Super Mario 64. Keep on the theme, the 35th anniversary, yes. But today we're going to do a little different type of video. I'm actually going to do a top 5, yes. I'm going to be listing my favorite levels of Super Mario 64. Now, this is my opinion, and a lot of my opinion is diluted by the nostalgia I had from when I was a kid. So keep that in mind. These may not be your favorites, and I only did 5 because I wanted to be really nitty-gritty. Let's begin. Alrighty, starting at number 5 of my top 5, we're going to be putting Lethal Lava Land. Lethal Lava Land is, maybe for some of you, surprising, but for me, I really enjoyed how they included this fire, dungeon kind of area so early in the game. In a lot of 3D Mario games, they include the lava levels, the Bowser levels, the 8th world, or the end. They kind of smack this in the middle of the Super Mario 64, and it has the picture frame is a creepy fire flame, and the face, it gives this creepy and scary vibe, intimidating almost. But I never really found this level that intimidating, because if you're like me, I liked it whenever Mario would actually get burned in the lava, especially as a kid, because he'd make all the little noises and whatnot. I know, that's a little cynical, sadistic of me, but I would just hop around in the lava and just go from one place to another. I know it was all island out, but I just found that place really easy, and I really stuck out to me as a kid. Standouts in the Lethal Lava Land is going to be the Bowser puzzle. I love that part, and jumping into the volcano. I think that was a nice touch. It's not my favorite one, that's why it's at number 5, but moving on, at number 4, we have Jolly Roger's Bay. Now, Jolly Roger's Bay isn't my favorite design course, but I love the atmosphere it creates. In the song, so many of the tracks in this game, even for Lethal Lava Land, kind of create the atmosphere and take you to that world. And this track is one of my most favorite video game tracks of all time. Maybe my favorite Mario, well, besides Rosalina's Observatory. But I just love the way it just has this feeling about it, and it just goes so well with the whole course. And Jolly Roger's Bay kind of even reminds me of Jolly Roger's Lagoon from Banjo and Tooie, and they both kind of have that airy vibe. I don't know, it just kind of takes me somewhere. And I like the the eel and the Jolly Roger ship at the bottom. But yeah, that's why it's at number 4. Moving on to the 3rd place, we have Snowman's Land. Snowman's Land is my favorite of the 2 snow-themed areas. I really do like Cuckoo Mountain, but it's just the races as a kid especially, and still to this day, just ticked me off. I don't like the races. But I love Snowman's Land because there's that giant snowman in the middle, harking back to Banjo and Kazooie again. They have the same kind of level, but it's way better. But in this one, they have a couple other little elements in it, like the snow bully fight. I really like that. I like the twist on the bully. And I like the igloo. I like the little secrets and everything. I really enjoyed this also on the DS version. I know I'm not talking about the DS version, but this going there, I enjoyed that even more. I remember my second time coming around. But yeah, I just really liked the music. I like this. I always like a snow-themed world, but this one didn't seem as threatening as the Cuckoo Mountain. But yeah, that's why it's at number 3. Moving on to number 2. Now, 1 and 2 were really hard for me to decide, but I landed at Talton Mountain. The reason for Talton Mountain, out of all the these kind of mountainous stages, is because I like the plant life on this one. I like the mushrooms, and I like the overall layout of the island. Some of it's a little hard, and it really was kind of difficult for me, especially as a kid, but I still always loved this place. It provided a challenge that I really wanted to keep at it, especially with the monkeys. I like how they have the monkeys there as well. But yeah, and the vine, climbing up that one area, it just, to me, out of all the mountain areas, really stood out, and that's why it's at number 2. Okay, for honorable mentions. So there's a lot of honorable mentions. I honestly, there's not many that I dislike in Mario 64. I couldn't include Swamp Fortress on this list It's one of my favorites. It's a lot of y'all's favorites, but you know, they recreated it in Mario Galaxy 2. Yes, I really like that one, but I wanted to include a different one, more that I enjoyed, and one was more of a challenge to me. That's why I had Talton Mountain as number 2. And also, I've already talked about the cool mountain level. I really like that one as well. I love the snow. And then also Tiny Huge Island, another one of the island levels, of course. I love those island levels. I like the spin on this one, but it just seemed too small for me. That's why it's not included, but yeah. And for number 1, what you've been waiting for, drum roll. Big Boo's Haunt. Yes, of course, the scary level, just in time for Halloween. It is the season coming up, and it's the first day of fall yesterday, I think. Yes, this was always my favorite course. The way that you get to this course, how you go in the Boo Garden, how you follow that Boo. I was always so intrigued as a kid. I loved the Boo levels. Having to go in the little cage and everything, it was always a little creepy to me, but I love it. I love how that really transports you to this like creepy dimension. The music is just so, they'll never do a creepy level like that in Mario again, because the music itself was just so creepy. I know I said creepy about 20 times. Deal with it. I love the Boo fights, the big Boos. There's so many, there's like 3 of them. You go up to the balcony. I thought that was so cool as a kid, getting up on top of the house, the mansion, the Boo carousel in the basement, all the eyeballs, and just the way that you traverse around the mansion and the library. It's just gold. It's like the best. And that's why it is the best to me. So that's been my top 5. Let me know how you rank the levels, and let me know how you're enjoying the game if you're playing it for the first time or revisiting it like many of us. Sound off in the comments, give this a like, subscribe, and we will see you in a couple days with the frog video like promised. I swear guys, it's coming, I know, but you're just gonna have to deal with me for right now. This has been my corner.